Hello friends, welcome to today's lesson on money. Today we will learn the usage of money in our daily life along with Shyam. We will also learn how to take a loan from the bank on interest when we need money. Ramu, Sunita and Shyam are having dinner together. Sunita, I was thinking to open a stationery shop, but I have only rupees 10,000. How can I arrange the rest of the money?
We can make using of the money that we started saving 2,000 every month almost 15 months back.
How much do you think we have saved in total?
Multiply 15 by 2,000.
If we multiply 15 by 2,000, we get 30,000 rupees. That means we have a total of 10,000 plus 30,000. That is equal to 40,000 rupees. But I need rupees 1 lakh for this purpose. That means we have to borrow 60,000 rupees from somewhere.
Why don't we take a loan from the bank?
But we have to pay interest on that money.
Yes, of course we have to pay, but we can pay it when we start making profit. Dad, what is a loan? Why will the bank give us a loan?
My son, if anybody needs money, they can take a loan from the bank. And in return, they have to pay some extra money along with the money taken from the bank. That extra money is called interest. Bank gives a loan because they will earn interest on the money they loan us.
But Dad, how do we know the amount of interest that we have to pay?
Look, if I take 60,000 rupees to start my work and I have to pay 64,800 rupees after 1 year, then how much interest I have to pay? You can pause the video if you want and think about it.
If we subtract 60,000 from 64,800, we get 4,800. That means you have to pay 4,800 rupees as interest. But Dad, how do we know the amount we have to pay in a month?
How many months are there in a year?
12.
Since I've taken the loan for 1 year, we will divide the total amount by 12. Then tell me, how much do we get if we divide 64,800 by 12? You can pause the video if you want and think about it.
$5,400.
Absolutely correct. So that means if we take a loan of rupees 60,000, which is our principal amount, and we have to repay 64,800 rupees in 1 year, then we have to deposit 5,400 rupees every month in the bank, which is also called an installment.
Oh wow, Dad, this is very interesting. Then I will take a loan from the bank to open a toy shop when I grow up and I will play with lots of toys.
Okay, my son. So friends, in today's video, we have learned the usage of money in our daily life, and we can take a loan from the bank when we need money. Thank you. Hello friends, welcome to this video. In the previous video, we learned how Ramu and his family were thinking about taking a loan from the bank to start a new venture. Today we will see how Ramu and Shyam are purchasing things for their shop. So, our work has finally started. Today I will go to market to buy things for my shop. That is why I have made the list too.
Dad, how did you find out how much money is needed to start a stationery shop? Can you tell me?
Son, before starting any work, we need to make a list of things we need for that work. Using that list, we will be able to identify how much money is needed to start the work. For instance, I made this list. I have entered the number of items I need, but I need to enter the amount. Then I will get to know how much money is required to buy the things.
How is that, Dad?
Suppose one book costs rupees 20 and I want to buy 5 in total. Then how much money is required to buy the books? 20 multiplied by 5, that is 100 rupees.
Oh wow, Dad!
Come on, let us go and buy things and see how much money do we really need. How are you, Mohan? I want these things to open my shop. Tell me the cost of these things.
Brother Ramu, one book costs rupees 40 and one pen costs rupees 10.
Look, Shyam, the shopkeeper told us the cost of one item. Now, can you tell me the total cost?
The cost of books is 40 into 100, that is 4,000 rupees. Cost of pen is 10 into 150, that is 1,500 rupees. The total cost is 4,000 plus 1,500, that is 5,500.
Yes, that's how we find out the total cost. Okay, now take 1/4 of the books we bought and give them to your uncle and ask him to pay rupees 1,500 for them.
Okay, Dad.
But first tell me how many books you will give him. You can pause the video if you want and think about it.
Hundred divided by 4 is 25. So I will give 25 books to him. But Dad, 25 books cost 1,000 rupees and we are taking 1,500 rupees from Uncle.
Yes, son, this is the profit. When we buy an item at a lesser price and sell it at a higher price, then we will get a profit. If we sell the books costing 1,000 rupees for 1,500 rupees, then our profit is rupees 500.
Oh wow, Dad, this is very interesting.
Shyam stopped at grocery store while coming back home. His mother had told him to buy 4 kgs of flour, for which she gave him 200 rupees. Shopkeeper told him that the cost of 1 kg of flour is 45 rupees. Shyam wasn't sure if the money he had would be enough. What is your opinion? Will Shyam be able to buy the flour in the given money, or will he need more? Think for a while. You can pause the video if you want. If the cost of 1 kg flour is 45 rupees, so the cost of 4 kgs of flour would be 4 times 45, that is 180 rupees. That means Shyam can easily buy 4 kgs of flour from the money given and he will be left with 20 rupees. In this video, we have learned about finding the total cost and finding the profit along with Shyam and Ramu. Thank you. Hello friends, welcome to this video. Today we will learn some interesting aspects about interest along with Bubbly and her friend Meena.
Come on, Bubbly, let us go and play. No, Meena, I need to help my dad because he is starting a new business related to books. Oh wow, Bubbly, then we can buy the books only from your dad's shop. Why not, Meena? For sure. You know, yesterday my dad was saying that he is going to start a new business of candles. But he doesn't have enough money. So he had to take a loan from the bank. You know, my dad also took a loan from the bank. Bubbly, do you know that we have to pay a huge amount of interest to the bank? My dad took a loan of 25,000 rupees and he has to pay 27,500 as interest. But my dad doesn't need to pay that much. Then why does your dad have to pay so much? Come on, let us ask my dad. Dad, Meena's dad took 25,000 rupees loan. Then why does he need to pay 27,500 rupees as interest?
No, my girl, he won't be paying 27,500 rupees as interest. 27,500 is the total amount, which is to be paid along with principal.
What does that mean, uncle?
Look, your dad has taken 25,000 rupees loan and he has to repay rupees 27,500 to the bank. Out of 27,500, the principal is 25,000, which is taken as loan. Then what is the interest? You can pause the video here if you want and think about it.
$27,500 minus 25,000 is equal to 2,500.
That means the interest is only rupees 2,500 because total outstanding amount is principal plus interest.
Okay, uncle. I was thinking that bank will take more amount than principal from us. But dad, your interest on loan is 4,800 rupees and their interest on loan is 2,500 rupees only. Why do we need to pay more interest?
Because interest changes according to the loan amount. The interest depends upon the amount of loan taken from the bank. We need to pay lower interest for a lesser amount and higher interest for more amount. So friends, along with Bubbly and Meena, today we have learned how to find out the total outstanding amount by adding principal amount and interest. And we also learned that the interest amount changes according to the loan amount. Thank you.